From peasant to emperor, the unlikely victor. Hello, and welcome. Today, we're not just looking at history. We are re-uncovering the strategic secret behind one of the most astonishing political transformations in ancient history. How Chandragupta Maurya, a man of humble or even unknown origins, overthrew the powerful and entrenched Nanda dynasty to establish the Mauryan Empire, which became the largest empire ancient India had ever known. His victory was not predetermined. It was a testament to extraordinary discipline and an almost superhuman drive. The common narrative focuses on the genius of his mentor, Chanukya Kautilya, and his tactical treatise, the Arth. However, the blueprint for Chandragupta's personal success, the source of his unwavering courage, relentless focus, and charismatic leadership lies in a principle Chanakya demanded: the rigorous practice of retention, or brahmacharya, in this context. Retention was the foundational energy discipline that allowed a fugitive youth to evolve into an indomitable emperor. Chandragupta's body and mind were not merely trained. They are actively conserved and concentrated. His energy was too valuable to be spent on fleeting pleasures or emotional indulgence. It was all channeled into the singular, monumental task of unifying a subcontinent. The winning secret wasn't just in the strategy he was taught, but in the energetic capacity he cultivated to execute that strategy flawlessly over decades of relentless pressure. The core principle, retaining the fuel of sovereignty. Chanukya, with his profound understanding of human nature and statecraft, knew that a stable external empire could only be built by a leader with an unshakable internal kingdom. He recognized that Chandragupta's success hinged on his ability to sustain focus and endure unimaginable setbacks. The core of their personal training, therefore, was rooted in the conservation of vital energy. In the Indian traditional system, the energy conserved through brahmacharya, retention, is known to produce Oya's vital spiritual energy and conserve various seminal essence. Chanakya understood this as the fuel of sovereignty. He knew that the frequent expenditure of this powerful life force leads to mental instability, emotional volatility, and a loss of personal authority. Conversely, by rigorously conserving and redirecting this energy, Chandragupta was able to build an inner reservoir of power. This conserved essence was believed to fortify the nervous system, sharpen cognitive functions, and balance the hormonal system, providing the young leader with a level of mental clarity and physical endurance that far surpassed his opponents. His commitment to retention ensured that his energy was never scattered. It was always concentrated, like a laser beam, on his mission. This was the discipline that physically and psychologically prepared him to lead armies, navigate court intrigues, and embody the powerful authority necessary to command an emerging empire. From fragmentation to fierce focus, the first and most immediate advantage Chandragupta gained from this energetic discipline was unrivaled focus and mental clarity. Before Chanukya, Chandragupta's youthful energy was likely fragmented, pulled by common desires and distractions. Retention forced a brutal, immediate concentration of that energy. The elimination of the constant mental chatter and emotional instability associated with energetic dissipation freed up immense cognitive bandwidth. This clarity was essential for executing the complex, long-term strategies designed by Chanukya. Think of the monumental task: building an army from scratch, raising funds, forging alliances, and maintaining secrecy while battling the spies and vast wealth of the Nanda Empire. This required an almost preternatural ability to sustain focus, recall vast amounts of information, and analyze rapidly changing geopolitical landscapes. The conserved life force was systematically channeled directly into his military training, his political studies, and his relentless planning. While the Nanda kings were known for their decadence and indulgence, the hallmarks of depletion, Chandragupta was a picture of austerity and single-minded determination. His intense focus was a direct result of his energetic discipline, allowing him to see years ahead and remain fully committed to a goal that seemed impossible to everyone else. Resilience. Absorbing defeat and rebuilding will. The path to the Mauryan throne was not linear. It was marked by crushing early defeat. Chandragupta and Chanukya initially attempted a direct assault on the Nanda capital, Patliputra, and were soundly routed. For a young, less disciplined leader, this level of defeat would have led to demoralization, loss of purpose, and the ultimate collapse of his ambition. Herein lies the profound power of retention. Unshakable resilience. The conserved vital energy provided Chandragupta with the emotional stability to absorb the shock of failure without succumbing to despair. The practice of retention trains the mind to resist immediate gratification and impulsive reaction. This mental resilience extended to absorbing the emotional blow of defeat. Instead of reacting with self-pity or rage, Chandragupta guided by was able to coolly analyze their failure and devise a new, strategic approach, attacking the vulnerable borders first, like eating hot porridge from the edges. This immense capacity to delay gratification, waiting for the right strategic moment, and to transmute turning failure into focused strategy, was his greatest asset. His ability to lead, motivate, and inspire troops after a major loss was possible only because his inner fire, his Ojazuz, was intact and steadily burning, projecting confidence even in the darkest hours. The projection of magnetic authority, the final and most crucial component of Chandragupta's winning secret, was the magnetic authority he projected. As he grew into his role, his practice of retention led to a dramatic change in his presence. The conserved energy created a palpable aura of self-control, grounded strength, and intense vitality. He stood out amongst his peers and his enemies. This was his true alpha presence. His gaze was direct, unwavering, and penetrating, signaling absolute integrity and confidence. His posture was upright and solid. His voice, when he spoke, carried the weight of conviction. This was the nonverbal communication of the undepleted man, a leader whose resources were so vast that he had no need for aggression or boastfulness. This kind of authority is naturally appealing to allies and deeply intimidating to rivals. Men followed him not just because he promised rewards, but because he radiated stability and power. His presence inspired trust in his soldiers and submission in his conquered enemies. He was the anchor his army and fledgling empire desperately needed in a time of chaos. This magnetic authority, built brick by brick through disciplined conservation, was the charisma that allowed him to effortlessly command loyalty and respect, turning a small, ragtag army into the cohesive, unified force that established the Mauryan Empire. The legacy, a blueprint for modern mastery. The story of Chandragupta Maurya and the strategic discipline imposed by Chanakya provides an enduring blueprint for power and purpose. His winning secret was not a mystical charm, but a practical, rigorous form of energetic self. He understood that, to conquer the world outside, he first had to conquer the world within. For the modern man, Chandragupta's path offers a clear choice. Live a life of energetic dissipation and resulting fragmentation, or choose the discipline of retention to build an unshakable inner core. The challenges facing us today, the distractions, the anxieties, the constant pressure, are simply modern versions of the ancient chaos Chandragupta faced. By adopting the principles of conservation and transmutation, we can achieve the same results: laser-like focus, profound resilience, and magnetic personal authority. Chandragupta's life is a powerful historical testament that the most valuable resource we possess is our life force, and the path to sovereignty, whether personal or political, begins with the conscious, disciplined choice to conserve, concentrate, and channel that energy toward our highest purpose. The undepleted man is the man who finds his own empire. Before we conclude, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and not forget to drop your location in the comments. I'd love to know where you are watching from. And if you ever have any questions, join our Telegram channel, where we interact directly and help each other grow. The link is in the description. PL's comment on which topic you need a video series. Your suggestions welcome to motivate us.